Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm hoping you guys can see because I am trying to do a different angle. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump right on into this video. I have like a holiday slash pajama party to go to today, so I'm gonna be doing something like super simple. We doing a fish fry. I'm super excited. I hope they have my shrimp. Y'all know I love me some shrimp. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to be doing a little bit of chit-chatting, so let's go. So I'm starting out with using Super Scents crayon case. This is the brow pomade in the shade Ebony. Let me hold it up so y'all can see what it looks like. So it's this little thing right here, and I'm gonna start with applying that to my brows. So I was trying to use the e.l.f. for a little bit, and I don't know, it just wasn't working for me. So I'm gonna go back to what I know, which is using the brow pomade. And we're just going to apply that to our brows. So today I kind of wanted to talk about the importance of skincare. Like when I first started doing makeup, nobody told me how important skincare was. Like nobody said anything. Skincare is super important just in general, but like really important, especially when it comes to makeup. Skincare is literally the peanut butter to your jelly. It is the dip on your chip. It is super important, okay, that you take care of your natural skin, especially if you want your makeup to lay correctly. Nobody told me that when I first started. Like nobody said anything about that. Like what the hell? I hope y'all can see it. I have to focus on working back. I'm sorry. I'm now going in with my Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and this is in the shade 148, and we're gonna use this to clean up our brow. So when I first started doing makeup, like I for real would sleep in my makeup. I would get up and then just put on more makeup. I was super insecure about my skin, so that's why I did it that way, and it was just looking cakey. It was looking crazy. It was a horrible sight to see, okay? Like who sleeps in their makeup and then gets up and put more makeup on? Like what sense does that make? Like that was so nasty. My face was like super oily. It was just horrible. When I look back on pictures, y'all, I just be like, what in the fuck were you thinking? Like who told you that that was okay? But like I said, at the time I was super insecure about my skin, like because I had like really dark marks like on the sides. Like they're gone now. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But I was just really insecure about it, and I really didn't understand that makeup is here to enhance the beauty that you already have. Instead, I was trying to put it on and try to be somebody that I wasn't, and it was just nasty. It was horrible. Apply that to our brows. So today I kind of wanted to talk about the importance of skincare. Like when I first started doing makeup, nobody told me how important skincare was. Like nobody said anything. Skincare is super important just in general, but like really important, especially when it comes to makeup. My biggest downfalls ever was applying makeup and not cleansing my skin. Like nobody told me when you do makeup that you need to cleanse your skin. I mean, we all think that it's obvious now in 2020, but in 2015 when I started doing makeup, that was not obvious. That wasn't, you know, publicized. Like nobody really came out and was like, hey, you need to take care of your skin in order for your makeup to be applied correctly. Like nobody said that. So your girl was out here. I had acne really bad. I had dark marks. Like it was just crazy. I wish somebody, if I can go back and tell myself anything, I could tell myself a lot. But one of the things I would tell myself is definitely to make sure that you are cleansing your skin. Like that is so fucking important. Cleanse your skin. Like if you're not doing it now and you wear makeup, even if you don't wear makeup, you still need to cleanse your skin. I don't care if you don't do nothing else. Cleanse your skin. Y'all, I got another palette from Juvia's Place from my friend Lena Vina. Like, oh my goodness, when I tell y'all she the plug, she put me on. I have been able to try so many looks. So today I want to do something kind of simple because I'm going to a pajama party, Christmas party type of thing. So I don't want it to be too extreme, but you know I always gotta come through with the eye makeup. So I'm gonna be using the Juvia's Place palette. This is the Nubian Glow palette. Oh, what the hell? All right, just disregard that. Oh, disregard all that. We're gonna be using all of these little orange nice colors. They are so pretty, so I can't wait to play in them. So to prep my eye, I normally use the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer, but because that's kind of expensive and I'm running low, not going to do that. Today I'm going to take a cheaper alternative and use the Grafton Cosmetics eyeshadow base, and I'm going to apply it. It comes in this little thing. I lost the top to it, so, but I've been having it for like maybe a year and some change now, and it works just as good. I just really got addicted to the Anastasia Beverly Hills. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and apply this all to my eye. You always want to apply some type of base before you do your eyeshadow, whether that's like a clear base, because I have one, a clear base they just sent me in my BoxyCharm box. I don't know where it is, but I also have one of those as well, but I'm not really sure how it works. Haven't really played with that too much. But yeah, you just want to make sure that you have a good base before you do your eyeshadow. This is what's going to help this stuff pop, your eyeshadows pop, and just really give that color, like the vibrancy that you're looking for without having to edit it. So this is what we're doing. But back to what I was saying, if you wear makeup, especially if you wear it as often as I do, like I go to work 5 days a week and I put on makeup every single day, and that's because I was taught from my beauty instructor, it's not to say that it's true, but she just taught us like the way that you start is the way that you need to finish. So if you start out wearing makeup, you need to finish by wearing makeup. So that's what I do. I go in every day and I have on makeup. But if you wear makeup that often, you are going to be tired of wearing makeup. Hence, this is why you need to take care of your skin, because you're going to have those days where you just want a fresh face. And I'm not saying flawless skin, because I don't have flawless skin, but you're going to have those days where you just don't want to wear makeup and you need to be comfortable in not wearing makeup those days. Okay, so this is why it's super important for you to cleanse your skin. If you don't do nothing else, if you don't take nothing else from this video, make sure you cleanse your skin. I cannot put enough emphasis on that. Cleanse your skin. Okay, so the first color that I'm going to start out with is this orange right here. We're going to start out with that, and I'm going to apply that in the crease. Listen, y'all, I need to clean my brushes and my sponges. First person to try it, you get blocked. Okay, so don't even try it. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start out just kind of blending this all out. You don't have to be too precise with this. You just want to make sure that you kind of get it basically in the crease. That's where I want to focus, because I want, ooh, girl, that's pretty. I want like a very nice, I don't know, simple but glam look today. I don't even know if I'm going to do a cut crease. Y'all know I really don't be knowing about my makeup until we really get off into it. I really don't know what I'm about to do. So I know you guys are saying, look, all right, you keep on talking about cleansing your skin. What do you use to cleanse your skin? So for me, currently, I am using Clean and Clear. Don't even try it, because people have tried it when I said, ew, you use Clean and Clear. Yes, because I like drugstore stuff at an affordable price. For me, it works on my skin. I've also used Cetaphil and Ambi before. Both of those work. Now, keep in mind that I do not have sensitive skin. Like, my skin can pretty much take anything and be okay. The only thing that really breaks me out, and I don't know why, maybe I'm allergic to it, is soda, or pop as I call it. But you guys might know it as soda. But that's the only thing that really will make me break out. Everything else I'm pretty much fine with. I really don't have a lot of bad breakouts, but then again, all I drink is water, so that could be what it is. But I cleanse my face in the morning, and I also cleanse my face at night. Not every night. Sometimes I just take a little Neutrogena wipe and wipe it off. But still, I make sure when I get up in the morning, it gets cleaned, okay? From top to the bottom. So making sure that you cleanse your skin. I don't care what cleanser you use or you feel comfortable with, just make sure you are cleansing your skin. I cannot stress that enough. I know y'all gonna get tired of me saying that shit in this video. Y'all gonna be like, okay, all right, we fucking get it. Make sure you got it, okay? Cleanse your fucking skin. Alright, so this color is like calling my name. This one right here. This one was too, but I learned my lesson, because after I did that glitter the other day, it was on my face. Oops, sorry. It was on my face the other day, so I'm not going in with no more glitter, because it was taking up too much. But we're going to go in with that color I just pointed to, and I'm not even going to do no cut crease today, because I'm supposed to already be ready, and I'm not. I'm over here talking to y'all, so we're just gonna make this real simple, and we're gonna keep it moving, okay? Okay, so the other thing that you guys need to make sure that you are investing in is a toner. Oh, Y'all, that was one stroke, and that is pretty. Ahoy. I likes it. But you want to make sure that you are investing in a toner, people. That is something that is also important. I didn't think so. I honestly did not start getting into skincare until just recently. And then I realized, like, oh, okay, bitch, your makeup lays so much better when you take care of your skin. So it's super important that you guys invest in a nice toner. Currently, I am using the Thayer's facial toner. I got it on sale at Ulta for like $6. It's like a huge bottle. I'll try to leave that in the description as well. But it really does work. So I use that after I cleanse my skin. And I'm telling y'all, get y'all some cleanser and a toner. Okay, so there's two things we got on our list so far that you need to pick up: cleanser and a toner, honey. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna apply my lashes. I told you guys this look was gonna be super simple, super easy. The eyeshadow for the most part is already done. Like, that's it. We're about to move on to the face because the girl is already running late and I need to hurry up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my lashes, which I'm using the RJ Beauty short shorts today, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put those on super simple. I'm gonna let them dry for a little bit, but I've already applied my mascara and stuff, so yeah. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys is about vitamin C. Try to do like a vitamin C or a retinol in your regimen as well. It's totally up to you. I got mine off of Amazon from Skin RX. Out of 23,000 views, or reviews, my bad, out of 23,000 reviews, they still have somehow a 5-star. So any company that has 23,000 reviews and still can maintain a 5-star, I'm gonna go with it. Now, they do have some negative reviews, but for the most part, I would say probably about 95% of the reviews are good. So I've been using the vitamin C and the retinol, and I can tell the difference in my skin. Now, I've only been using it for a month, so I can't see like a huge difference, but I can definitely see a difference in my skin. Now, I did read that it's probably not best for people with sensitive skin, so probably don't try it if you have sensitive skin. But if not, totally go for it. I'll try to leave the link below. I think for both of them it was probably like $30, so not bad. All right, now I'm going in with my e.l.f. poreless primer. Make sure you guys get you a primer. That is super important. I've already moisturized, that's why my face is like super greasy. I've already cleansed and everything, so only thing I need to do is go in and prime. I've used my facial toner, I use my cleanser. I also used a acne spot treatment. My absolute favorite so far has to be the Palmer's skincare. Oh my gosh, I've been using it for about, I want to say about 3 years, and I can honestly say that it has made the difference. In the beginning of the video, I told you guys about the dark marks that I had like on the side of my face. That has helped to get rid of those, like gone. Do you see? And I used to have them like really bad on the sides of my face. Okay, so now I'm going in with my Maybelline 24-hour wear foundation. I'm just going to apply that all to my face. So the Palmer's Fade Cream, back into that. The Palmer's Fade Cream is like really good. I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to bleach my skin. I don't think that it's a bleaching, because as you guys can see, my face still matches my neck and I'm all one color and I don't look whitewashed. So I don't really necessarily feel like it's bleaching as much as it is getting rid of the dark marks. Now, that may be bleaching, I'm not sure, but it definitely did not taint my skin in any type of way. But again, that's just me. Now, for the people who are microwave children, I know we have some of those out there who like instant results. I can tell you that it did not happen overnight. For me to first start seeing results, it took about maybe 2 or 3 weeks. For them to be completely gone, I would say maybe 2 or 3 months. But I was using it consistently, folks. Like every single day I was using it. So I was using it day and night. When I woke up in the morning, after I washed my face, I would put it on. When I went to bed at night, I would wash my face and put it on as well. So I was using it consistently, and that's how I got my results. So I guess it just really depends on the person and how often and how, you know, consistent you're going to be with that. If you're not going to be consistent, I would not say get your hopes up and do it. You have to be consistent when doing this if you have dark marks to fade. It is the Palmer's Fade Cream. Okay, so for my highlight, you guys know I'm going in with the same shade that we use. Sorry, I'm turning the knob. The same shade that we use under our brow to clear that up. It's the shade 148, and we're just going to apply this all to the skin. Now I do like to let this kind of dry down a little bit before I blend it out. It's just me personally. You do not have to do this, just something that I like to do. If you feel comfortable blending it all the way out, then go for it. Do what you came to do, honey. I'm just telling you that I like to just make sure that I allow it to dry down just a little bit before going in and blending out. So while that's doing its thing, now I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Paris. And I don't know what shade this is. Honestly, y'all, I think this is the deepest shade that they carry in this, but it's a concealer, but I use it to contour. And I am just applying that right to my cheeks. I do it all down here on that jawline because that double chin got to get, honey, okay? So we just apply it. And then I also do it up here on my forehead because my forehead is pretty damn big to me. And I don't want no big ass forehead, period. So as far as like my moisturizer goes, I use the Ambi moisturizer. And the only reason why I use Ambi is I really like their products, for number one. And number two, somebody from their recruiting team was so nice enough to send me like all of their skincare line. And I really like the moisturizer. So that's what I go in and I moisturize with. And I use that right after I apply my acne spot treatment. So I can also I don't know if I can list like the steps in the routine. I'll try to like list the order that I actually apply this stuff in. My next tip would be for my oily skin girls. What the hell, I think my brush is shedding. But for oily skin girls, like, we need oil just as much as anybody else. If they tell you to stay away from oil, I know so many times that is brought to our attention, like stay away from oily products and don't put oil in your skin. Honey, we need oil. Your face is producing a whole bunch of oil because it feels like it does not have enough. So you totally need to be putting oil on your face. Like, I use face oil. The face oil that I have is from OPV, but any face oil would be fine. I don't think that it really matters. But the one that I got from OPV is really good. It's really thick. And as you guys saw at the beginning of the video, I had all that on my face. I did not wipe my face off. But look how, like, so much better that this foundation is sitting. And I am 100% a oily skin girl, okay? Like, totally moisturized, totally put face oil on, girls. This is what's going to help us to look amazing. So I told y'all I wanted to get away from using Milk of Magnesia. That was my fucking goal, because I just feel like Milk of Magnesia was so heavy and you had to put on like double the fucking makeup in order to make it work. It just, I just wanted to get away from that, and I can finally say that I have successfully gotten away from Milk of Magnesia, period. For those of you who have been here for a while, you guys know I use two concealers. I go in with one that is closer to my skin tone, and then I go in with another one that is definitely lighter than my skin tone right here on the inner corners. And we just apply that just to kind of give me an under eye brightness. I prefer my under eyes to be, no, they did not just slam my door. My kids is tripping. I prefer my under eyes to be a little bit brighter, but that's just me. If you don't want it to be, then you don't have to. You can go ahead and skip this step and just move on to the next one. It's really up to you and your personal preference, okay? What works for me may not work for you. I've said that so many times, but I'm gonna let this dry. But while I'm letting this dry, let's go ahead and talk for my oily skin girls. So many times they tell us, like I said, to stay away from the oil products. Don't do that. Don't do this. Let me tell y'all something. You need to oil your skin. You need to have proper skincare in order for any of this to work. In order for any of your foundation to lay correctly, you need to have moisture. Like I said, do you guys see my skin? And I had all that oil on there, and I am 100% oily. And I can say that with the proper skincare and the proper routine of using moisturizers and stuff like that, like once you figure out how to use them, they're really, really handy. When you learn how to properly use moisturizers and skin prep and primers and stuff like that, it's gonna take your makeup from like not so much to, okay girl, I see you, I see how you coming. I'm telling you guys this from experience. If you don't believe me, I still got those other videos up because I always want to remember where I came from. Humble beginnings, hello, amen. I still have those up, so you are more than welcome to go see how the hell my makeup looked 2-3 months ago. Like, it was bad, it was not okay, but y'all was gassing a bitch. And I'm not mad. But we are here now, and I'm here to help you guys on how to properly do this. And I'm telling you, moisturize. Do not be afraid of the oil, ladies. It is going to help. I told y'all when I first started to do this channel is that as I learn stuff, I'm gonna pass the knowledge on, because I want us all to look good out here. And you know, I don't believe in being stingy with the secrets. So it's not really a damn secret, shit. It's just, it takes some of us longer than others to figure it out. But I am here to give you guys all of the information and knowledge I have, with hopes that you guys can avoid making the same mistakes that I made, because girl, they were dramatic. As you blend this out, you want to make sure that I'm just staying like right under my eye for the brighter one, because I only want it to really accentuate and to really brighten up just right here in this little area. Sorry y'all, I work off the back of my hand, so y'all know it's always type stuff. But anyway, just right here. I really don't want to bring it out too much. And I'm also just kind of slightly tapping on the side of my nose as well. Not really bringing it over too much either, because you don't want to take away from that contour. But at the same time, it's a slippery slope, because you don't want to be too contoured that you look darker than the rest of your face. Child. Listen, it's a lot, okay? And it does not happen overnight, so don't feel bad if you don't get it. Shit, I still don't have it sometimes. So just continue to practice and everything will work out. All right, so now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna set. I remember setting was like the worst part of my routine. I hated setting, and now I'm like, oh, I love it, because it just helps bring your one together. So I've been using the Black Radiance Banana Setting Powder, and then I also have one that's called Cocoa Kisses. In the beginning, I did not know how to use Cocoa Kisses, but I'm going to show you guys how to properly use Cocoa Kisses on brown skin women to just intensify it just to the 10th power. Okay, so I'm going to use I call them powder puffs, but they come with these little sponge things. Don't judge me. First person that judge me, you getting blocked. Okay, I have to clean my shit. So they come with like these little sponge things right here, and I literally just dip it in here. I'm trying to like see too, but I like dip it in there and then kind of like dust off the end, and so like you have this much of product on there. And I like to fold them this way. You don't have to if you don't want to, but then I just make sure my under eyes there, I like to go in and blend them out just a little bit more, because I don't want to set any wrinkles. So then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to pat that into my skin. So anywhere that I highlighted, I just want to make sure that I pat that on there. And then you just want to make sure that it's all the way blended into the skin. So set before you bake, super important, y'all. Did nobody tell me that in the beginning? I wish they would have. But just make sure you set before you bake. So just push that into the skin. As you guys can see, it's dissolving and it's giving us a matte finish. So just make sure you push it all in there though, because you're not going to be able to set correctly if this, you're not gonna be able to bake correctly, sorry. You're not gonna be able to bake correctly if you do not set correctly. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so now we're gonna go in and we're going to set our contour, but we're not gonna use the banana powder, because banana powder is used to brighten stuff. I know I told y'all wrong in the last video, my bad. We're gonna use this Cocoa Kisses, which is a little bit closer to our skin tone. Well, my skin tone, sorry. I'm like our skin tone, like we all brown. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, but anyway, we're going to use the opposite side and we're going to do the exact same thing. But now we're going to set this portion, the contour part, into place. And we're just going to blend that all in. So blend it in before you actually go in and bake. And we can bake with the banana after you set this portion down here. I just like to set that with the correct powder down, because it just looks so much better. It just looks better instead of looking white. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to bring as much color back into your face. It just makes more sense that way. But that's just me. I don't know. Right, so now we're going to go in and now we're going to bake. And we're going to bake all under our eyes just to brighten those up. Anywhere that you want it to be a little bit brighter. This is why I'm using the banana translucent. To me, it just... I know they say it's supposed to like melt and be the same color as your skin, but just for me, I don't feel like it comes off like that. I feel like it comes off very white, and I don't like that. So I only use banana. Well, I recently started using banana, but again, this is just a personal preference. You don't have to do this. I know that my routine is a little bit rigorous and a little bit more complicated than other people's routines, and I apologize. To just how I do my stuff. If you feel like you can achieve this same look by skipping steps, then by all means do that. I'm just showing you guys what works for me personally. Okay, so while we're baking, let's go ahead and get into doing our contour. I'm going to be using the Morphe palette. I'm going to be using that dark brown inside of this palette, and we're just going to apply that right here to the apples of the cheeks. I think another important message about makeup as well is knowing your undertone. Like, that is super important. I don't think that, well, I think it is talked about a lot, but just knowing your undertone is super important. I think once you know your undertone, you'll be able to find the correct shade of makeup for you. See, for me, I have been messing up so bad because when I first got into makeup, I went into the MAC store, because I used to wear MAC like all the time. So I went into the MAC store and I had this Anglo-Saxon. I had him match me, and he was like, your undertone is red. That's your undertone. And so for the longest time, I was purchasing makeup with a red undertone. Y'all, red is not my freaking undertone. It's not my undertone. My undertone is neutral. And they have like a lot of quizzes online that you guys can take, and it'll help you find your undertone. Like, they'll ask you like what shade of jewelry looks good on your skin, whether it's gold or silver, or what color are your veins and stuff. Once I was able to take that damn quiz, I found out that my undertone is pretty neutral. And that's also an issue that we have as black women, is that we are starting to have shades come out for us, but depending on like the line, some of them are, majority of them are either going to be like a yellow undertone or either a red undertone. And sometimes they forget that brown skin women, some of us do have a neutral undertone, okay? So we need you to do a little bit better with coming out with makeup for that, okay? Y'all know I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty Mocha Mommy. This is my all-time favorite bronzer. And I'm just applying this just to kind of bring a little bit of color back into my face. You know, just a little bit. But yeah, once you find your undertone, finding concealers and foundation for you will be a lot easier. I'm telling you, you guys have to find that. Another thing is your foundation shade. Finding that is going to solve a lot of your issues. So before, I was using a foundation that is a little bit closer to my skin tone, but as you guys can see from the video, because I highlight and contour so much, I have to go like a little bit darker in terms of my foundation. Otherwise, it'll just make it look like too light for my skin. But if I go like a shade darker with all of the highlighting and the contour I'm doing, it just kind of works out in my favor. So I prefer to go like a little bit darker than my actual shade. And that's just me personally, but it matches like my neck and stuff. Once I'm done doing everything that I have to do, it just comes out really, really good. Again, it's just a personal preference. Something I really love about the Mocha Mommy is that you can go over this several times and do a build up on this, and it's still not going to be too harsh. Ooh, stop it. Most bronzers, when you go over them like this, like, it becomes too harsh, and it's not good. Like, I've tried Physicians Formula, I've tried Morphe, I've tried so many different bronzers for brown skin women, and it just doesn't pop the way the Mocha Mommy pops. Like, I'm in love with this. Like, look how many times I went over this, and I done dipped it in there a couple times, and it looks good. All right, I'm gonna do my blush. This is the OPV palette. Y'all know I've been using this one for a little minute now, but I'm gonna do my blush. Hit these little cheeks over here. Get that popping off. For whatever reason, I do this face just so I can make sure that I'm hitting my cheeks. Y'all know I'm weird. Okay. At any time I feel like I went overboard with the blush, then you can kind of diffuse that by going back in with the Fenty bronzer and just kind of wiping off that excess. Boom. And we are nearing the end of this video. I hope you guys learned some stuff from it, like for real, because I be trying with the content, okay? All right, I'm gonna go in with my lip liner. And y'all know I overline just a smidget. I just like my juicy lips. I be trying to ask y'all for like recommendations on like what to use, and y'all be recommending some high price stuff like, y'all pockets is steep. I don't have $60 to spend on no damn foundation. We cannot do that. I'm a single parent, okay? I don't get no help from the government or they dad. Speaking of which, if y'all got food stamps, let me know. I'm just playing. Somebody, hey, go try this. It'd be like 100. Ma'am, I will not try that product. I don't have the money dollars, okay? You want to send it to me, then that's different. But shit, no. I ain't about to try that. I don't have the money for. Let me tell you something. I live within my means, okay? By any means necessary, I stay within my means. I know what I can and cannot afford. I'm not out here trying to buy Birkins, okay? I don't have it. No. I'm sorry. That, I forgot to tell y'all, that was the Morphe Flirt lipstick that I was just using. The pencil is from 𝔽𝕬𝕚𝕚𝕚. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's in the shade 02. And this is the lip gloss from Morphe. It's in the shade Chill. And I'm just going to apply that there. And I just really focus it like right here on the center. That was ghetto. I really focus it right there on the center, sorry. Not to take away from like the lipstick in general. And honestly, I think that is it. I think the eyes came out really good, especially since it was like super quick, bam, 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 thank you, ma'am, we out. I'm gonna add a little bit of black liner to like this portion down here, my, what is that, my waterline? Boom, look at me. I'm gonna add it to the waterline, and then I'm gonna do my setting spray and stuff, and then we'll be done. Hold on, I'll show you guys how I do my setting spray in case anybody is new here and didn't get that in the last video, so just hang tight, okay? So I'm going in with the black liner. Hopefully you guys can see. I'm gonna turn it this way. And I don't know what it is about holding your face that way, but it just makes it, I don't know, like better. Okay. So that's the black liner. My eyes water already. I don't know why I just did that. So this is the Maybelline Glass Spray, and I shake this up and I use this on my face. Okay. Let that soak off in now. You guys know I use like a little sponge just to kind of dab this out a little bit so that water residue does not dry on my skin that way, because I don't like that. My goodness, this is perfect. Do you guys see? I'm gonna try to zoom in on this little water residue right here. That's what I'm talking about. You don't want it to dry that way. Even over here, it kind of, damn, I missed them a little bit. It kind of dried out that way. I hate that. That is my pet peeve.